Hi, I'm Jimmy. And this time I'm not doing a "Hi, I'm Jimmy" because this is going to be a very different type of episode. Normally, I script these episodes, and we kind of have a storyline. We do a whole thing. We're not doing that this time. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of things going on in the world, and there's just not a lot of things for me to parody or for me to be sardonic. It just doesn't seem like the time for me to like sit here and wink and be ironic. Um, and I'm really kind of needing to just connect with people. Yes, I'm filming this; no one's here, but people are going to watch this, and it is a connection with people, and we all kind of need that right now. Um, and unfortunately, I am in the middle. I picked now of all times to move, so that in about a month I'm going to move, so that's going to be fun. So let's just look at what I've got left. Let's take the ironicness of these videos that I normally put in. Let's get rid of that, and let's just talk about some fun stuff. Let's just have a little fun and see some of the things that I've got. This is going to be different, but it's going to be fun. Isn't it just like me to say that I'm not going to bring any irony into this? And the first thing I pull out is my Master P doll. I mean, but really, there's no irony in this. I bought this, I don't know, 20 years ago at NRM on Dixie Highway, and it was behind the counter, and I said, I want one of those, and they were like, yeah, and I was like, no, for real, and they're like, oh, so yeah, it was probably like $30 or something, and it used to talk, but now it does but and I don't think it works anymore, or the batteries are dead. But when it did work, it sounded like, one of those little cans, those little moo cans, the cow things, when you turn upside down, it goes, Mrr. That's what it sounded like. It was like, Mrr. Na 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 na. Mrr. Na 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 na. See, like, if you notice, like, the sunglasses, like, I lost those years ago. So this is just like construction paper. It's like black construction paper. But I love this. For a person like me, that everything is a little ironic with me. This is like something I would place on my mantle. So this beer is signed by the Red Letter Media guys. This is one of the beers that they drink on their show, the New Glarus, the Spotted Cow. They sold these on eBay like years ago, and like Mike and Jay and I think Rich, I think they signed it there. So I'm a huge fan of Red Letter Media, of course. So years ago, one of my best friends in the world, Heather Jones, made me all of these Star Wars koozies. I got a bunch of these in here. I even got some extra koozies. I got a koozie of Alien Covenant. I don't know where that came from. Also, one of my good friends, Missy, who's like a sister to me, she made me this great shirt. It's a "This is the thing you could get" shirt. And there's the Jimmy puppet. That's me as a puppet. And there's the Easy Bake Oven and My Pet Monster and BB-8. All wonderful things here. All kinds of references to the videos. So my friend Brittany gave me this Mickey Mouse napkin. I think she flew to Disney on Delta, maybe? And I guess the napkins had Mickey Mouse on them. And he's like, haha, golly, this food sure looks good. That's what Mickey Mouse is saying on this napkin. See, I'm being ironic again. It's hard for me not to lapse into that. Should I do another take? No, we're just gonna stick with that. Tote Jim and Earl was one of my favorite games growing up, and when I first saw it, and you could like make like all the little rap sounds, and like they would like talk at each other and stuff. It was really cool. So I'm really glad to still have this game and Sonic Spinball, because I love Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and the first one and Sonic Spinball. I love Sonic. Okay. All right. So I got loads of cool stuff here. We've got a sticker from Wild and Woolly Video, which is a local video store that we all totally miss, but they had a great run. Here's this is on my refrigerator. My friend Sean drew this for me. It's Carrie Fisher. He drew that for me after she passed. Don't worry, Jimmy, legends never die. And they definitely don't. Thank you, Sean. We will never forget Carrie Fisher. Certainly I won't. I just recently got back from Disney, and I got this. It's not really a hand-drawn picture of Mickey Mouse, but it looks like it is. And it says, "Thank you, your pal Mickey." So Mickey actually signed it. He didn't really, because he's just a guy in a costume. But it's cool that they do stuff like that. Speaking of stuff that people drew, Julia, one of my nieces, I believe, you've seen this, because this is a picture that's always on all Facebook things for this thing you could get. But this wonderful picture of me that she drew this years ago. And it's the cover of the DVD of the first season. But I just wanted to show this off because I still have the original, and Julia was so great. I mean, Julia now is like, she's like 14, she's on a cell phone, whatever. You know, she was like, I don't know, 8 when she drew that. So it's pretty crazy how, Josie, you're in the way. It's pretty crazy how time just goes by. All right, so I've got my Freaky Freezies adult gloves. They used to make these when we were all children. But I don't know, I don't remember these so much living in Louisville, Kentucky. I think it might be more like a Northeast kind of thing. But you wear these gloves, and when you go outside, it gets cold, like stuff appears on them. Like these have like like a racing car. These are more like the racing club varieties. So a little racing car appears there, a little speedometer. But these are great, and you know, they make them now for adults. I'll put the information here. So if you want those gloves, you can go there and get them, and maybe I'll even insert a commercial just for the heck of it.
Oh no, they're changing again!
Freezy Freakies. Nice one.
Here is my 45 of Return of the Jedi, signed by Dave Prowse. There's a great old episode of I Eat Poop where Gary and Heather and I went to this old comic book store, which is now the destination. We went up there, and Dave Prowse was signing stuff. And he signed this for free, but I didn't have to pay, but Gary had to pay. So it's great that I still have this. It's a little faded there, but it was really great meeting Dave Prowse. He's real buff and really nice guy. I'm glad he's still with us. All right, so John Kay, the creator of Ren and Stimpy, who's problematic nowadays, but still, I love those cartoons, and John Kay sent me Jimmy of the Future. This is actually the name of the character, because I had to have this because his name is Jimmy, and hi, I'm Jimmy too. So, and he signed this. I've never opened this because I just love the way it looks in the box. It's really cool. It looks like nipples and stuff here, doesn't it? Knowing John Kay, that's part of the design. I've got one of the old Ronald McDonald plates. Everybody my age and a little bit younger remembers these plates because they would sell them at McDonald's. I wish they still would. McDonald's, you are sitting on a gold mine, and right now you need to do whatever you can to make as much money as you can. So cling to nostalgia, McDonald's. That's how you're going to make back all that, what you've lost during this time. And speaking of nostalgia and McDonald's, this is my favorite Happy Meal of all time. It is the Real Ghostbusters Back to School Happy Meal. And I got all the toys off eBay. They're still in package. Josie, stop it. And I took the little ad and put there. I really want a box. One of the boxes from the stop. Josie, stop. It just makes me feel good to walk in my kitchen and see my favorite Happy Meal under glass. And speaking of walking in my kitchen, you can go to the Hobby Lobby. I know that's kind of a dirty word right now. I don't blame people for thinking that, but I got this little like straw container thing. Like it looks old. It's like an old like a Coke container, but you can take the lid off, and there's all kinds of like striped paper straws in there. So I like kitschy Coke stuff like this. It's pretty cool, and it makes me feel good. Josie, could you stop it, please? This cat's out of her mind. Okay, so I recently came back from Disney, and I didn't get this there, but this is a reproduction of, and they've blown it up, of course, of what the Magic Kingdom map looked like in 1979, which is the year I was born. So I wanted to have this on my wall. Again, it's one of those things that, especially times like this, you want to look at your wall and see something that just like makes you happy, and nothing makes me more happy than Disney World, especially the Magic Kingdom. It makes me feel good every time I look at it, and that's really all you can ask for, right? Okay, so this has been in a lot of my videos, and I've never really explained where it came from. But when my buddy Fincher was in town over last summer with his kid, we went to a local theme park, Kentucky Kingdom, and his kid won this. Throwing the balls into the milk jugs or whatever. I thought those things were rigged, but the kid won it. Like, and one of the first thoughts is he won it. And then Fincher had that realization of, oh my God, they had to fly home to Vegas. So he looked at me. He knows that I'm a big child, so he's like, give it to Jimmy. So that's where this guy came from. I'm getting ready to move, So I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with this guy. So if anybody out there would like to give a wonderful home to Charmander, let me know. Why, yes, of course I have an Urkel doll. Did I do that? Let's see. I don't think I ever used this in a video, but there is a Chia Gizmo. It's like a Chia pet, but it's Gizmo. In case you didn't know, that's a thing that you can get. I think like Meijer and places have them. But also I got this little aquarium that Megan gave me. And it's weird there because these little turtles, or I think they have dolphins and whatnot, and they're little, but you fill this full of water and they grow bigger. But it's weird because they grow bigger and then the little faces are just smushed. See them just smushed against the thing. So this is kind of violent. This is kind of weird. Like, I don't understand why. Like, there are things you add water to and they get bigger, but usually they're free. They're not like stuck in an aquarium there. I mean, I know they can't breathe. I know they're not real. I don't understand this at all. So I used this in my last video, so you've seen it. But my friend Will gave me this BB-8 Lego set. You see, you turn his head there with the thing, and look, his little lighter comes out just like in the movie. People always like to give me BB-8 things since BB-8 is my best good friend. So thank you, Will, for this BB-8 Lego. I have this little Jessica Rabbit statue from Roller Coaster Rabbit, one of the little shorts that they did after the movie came out. They also did one of her from Trail Mix-Up as well. So I'm a Jessica Rabbit fan, you know, because a guy, you know. So yeah, here's this. So here is my awesome Peanuts record player that I got online at crackerbarrel.com. And let's go through some of my records, starting off with, I mean, how can you not start off with this? The Rocker Fire Explosion doing the Happy Birthday medley.
Happy birthday, baby, oh. One more year old,
Your birthday candles.
Wait, oh yeah, wait a minute, it's your birthday. Wait, yeah, it's your birthday. It's your birthday, look and see. Oh yeah.
Also, I have the Smurfs Smurfing Sing-Along as advertised on television. So this is that same one that you may remember as advertised on television. With such hits as Smurfing Land, Smurf Hop, Win the Smurfs, Little Smurf Boat, Come to the Party, Smurf Baby, You're a Pink Toothbrush. This is one of my favorite records growing up. I play at Christmas every year. It's like a Disney Christmas. In case you all remember this. I don't know where my parents just got these records. I don't know. Record every 80s kid should have. Sounds to Make You Shiver. My parents would play this every year at Halloween, and it would scare the crap out of me. So now I'm an adult, and I love being scared the crap out of. My parents traumatized me. I have this Mary Poppins record. It has a picture on one side, and has Dick Van Dyke on the other. Danzig. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else left in here to talk about. Look, I know this was kind of weird, kind of a different episode than what I normally do, and I want to thank you all for being a part of it. The world is kind of weird right now, and it's weird to be out there and seeing everyone acting the way they're acting. And I don't mean like being rude to people. That's not, I don't see that. I see people trying to put a smile on their face, trying to be present, but trying so hard to avoid any kind of social interaction whatsoever. Two people coming at each other in the grocery and making sure, just going like this, you know, looking down an aisle. Is there someone there? I'll go through the next one. That's weird. It's weird to see you all do that, because that's the way I live my life every day. And I don't want that for you. Like, nobody should have to live their life the way I do. And yeah, that's been kind of eye-opening for me. Again, thank you for watching. Love you guys.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. Good luck, we're up off when I shake hands with you.